What up, man? It's your boy, man, tapping in today. I've been asked, everybody was asking me about doing a story time, man. So I said I'm gonna do another story time. So I decided to talk about like how I went from publishing books to, let's say, how I went from being active in the streets, cripping, gang banging, going to prison, um, getting caught up, doing a lot of time in prisons, come home, become a national best-selling author, and how I decided to become a YouTuber per se. You feel me? So let's take it back a little, man. So like growing up, like I said, like some of my last like story times and just everything, like I was in the streets, man. So I was in the streets, like I said, I used to get chased by the police, gang banging, tried to be super crip per se. You know what I'm saying? Out there with the extra activities, y'all know how I go. But so when y'all check out the other story times and the other video y'all said I'm talking about, because I'm rumbling, so I'm trying to get on. So I ended up getting a lot of time in prison trying to gang bang, get my name ringing, and just extra out. Y'all know how a young dude in the streets growing up extra out trying to get his name. He trying to be that dude. He trying to be like Kobe for the Lakers, but for his hood, he trying to be that captain of the team. He trying to run the team and do what he got to do. You feel me? So that was me, like a little fat active dude, extra out, wanted to gang bang on everybody. You know what I'm saying? I wanted everybody around in the low bottoms or just straight that was in my area that was gang banging. I wanted them to know my name. But when that come, stuff like that is consequences. When your name ringing, it's consequences to a lot of that. So a lot of the consequences came with it, and I ended up going to jail and doing a lot of time in prison, 10.5 years to be exact. So while I was in prison, I ended up catching a battery on a peace officer. So when I caught the battery on the peace officer, make a long story short, they put me in the SHU. The SHU is a jail inside of a jail. So that's like we out here now, a person go to jail, it's like bad, like damn, he in jail. But imagine being in jail, then they put you inside of another jail. So a jail inside of a jail. So I was locked in the cell 23 hours a day. So I ended up catching, like I said, battery on the peace officer. They gave me 5 years in the SHU. So I ended up going from Tehachapi Juvenile Yard to Tehachapi Asset to Tehachapi SHU to Pelican Bay SHU. So I went to Pelican Bay SHU, and within them times while I was transitioning in them shoes, and in the 5 years I did, they gave me 60 months, which is 5 years. So in that time, I didn't have nothing to do. Like they took my TV, they took my Walkman, they took all the stuff that'll make your time go by faster. You feel me? Being an inmate, especially like I couldn't go call home. All the stuff that a person on mainline will have. So what I started doing to entertain myself, I started writing. So that's how my books came about. I started writing, just like I'm writing. I'm looking up like, damn, my books is my own movies. And a month passed by, like, damn, I've been in the SHU. Oh, I've been in here a month. Like, I've been writing on this book. Damn, it only seemed like 2 to 3 days. That's when I found my passion. I said, man, I'm up in the jail. So, truthfully, why I write books and how I start writing books is prison. I tell people that all the time. They ask me that all the time. So it was in the process of me writing books, I started to find like this my passion. I like writing books and stuff like that. So with that being said, I started learning about book publishing. Anything you do in life, I don't care what nobody tell you. If you want to gang bang, go full throttle. If you want to do whatever you want to do, go full throttle. But also what you do, you need to do your homework. You need to do your homework on stuff. And I learned a lot of these dudes, like growing up, even me, like I didn't do my homework. I was just gang banging and cripping and doing stuff what I learned from another dude. I didn't even know why my hood used to beef with this hood, or why this hood used to beef with that hood. I didn't even know how my hood started. So, and I was doing all the extra shooting and robbing, and everybody was doing all that stuff, and all these kids doing all that stuff don't even know what they doing it for. It ain't no motive, no reason. They really don't know. So that's the whole thing that I learned in jail, is that you have to really sit back and analyze and study whatever you're trying to do. So I started studying the publishing game in jail. So by the time I got out of prison, I had like 10 to 20 books written. I was signed to a publishing deal, and I was learning and knowing already a lot about the publishing industry. I didn't have the hands-on. I had the book case study and stuff like that, and like books that I done read on it and stuff. So that's how I became with the publishing. After that, I really started going hard with the book publishing, trying to get my publishing company started, started publishing other authors and stuff like that. So that's how the book publishing books came about. Me being in prison with nothing to do, and I just started writing, man. And that's how that came about. So years later, now let's fast forward. I said did 10.5 years of prison. Now fast forward, I'm out here. I've been home going on 4 years, man. You know, I'm proud of myself. Been home going on 4 years. So within that time frame of being home and networking and doing all this stuff, you know, I hang with a lot of different people, like a lot of different celebrities and stuff like that. And with me, like a lot of celebrities I write articles for and do different things for, they used to hit me up. Like I was in one of these states, and one of the up and coming authors was telling me like, Terry, like why you don't like be on YouTube? Like why you don't showcase like your talent? Like you know a lot, like you done been through the struggle. I'm like, nah, I don't do no YouTube, none of that stuff. So after a while, like everybody started hitting me. Then I did the Street Gangs interview. Then I did the Big Hurt interview. Then I just started doing all these different interviews from YouTube and checking it out. So everybody hit me. So I was with like Young Jeezy one day for the Trap or Die tour and stuff, and we was out here chilling. And he was like, man, I seen you, like, why you don't start your own YouTube channel, man? Like get these other up and coming talents, authors, entertainers, whatever, you know, you got a voice. And I'm like, man, is that right? So I was chopping up with him, and then it's like some of my homies. It was just with the YouTube stuff. It was just people just hit me up like, why you don't do it? Like, why you don't start a channel? And I was like, I've been had like a page where I used to just go support and watch other YouTubers and stuff like that. And then I started watching like, shout out to like Refuse Media. I started watching like my boy, he up and coming too. He got one called What's the Deal? I started watching like DJ Ghost, DJ Academic, and I'm watching all these dudes, and like truthfully, like I don't throw no shade on nobody. I salute everybody, and I was like, man, they doing it, and they really doing it, but like I could do it because I could tell it, I could get in the streets and mix and mingle. That's why I decided to name the channel Terry Rolling TV, the heart of the streets. Because I really felt like, man, I'm really in the streets, like, and I'm not taking nothing from nobody. And I was feeling like, man, these dudes, they really doing it. They really putting on for us. But we all got a perspective. Then I also was looking at it like, from where I'm from, ain't nobody doing nothing. Like, I had to be a voice, like, from where I'm from. Like I was looking at the couple people that is doing, like I say, shout out to Fuse Media, shout out to DJ Ghost, shout out to these dudes, man. Like, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know which angle to go when I'm starting. It's a couple other people that I watch, but you always want to be around people you can relate to. So it was like, damn, Ghost talking about this, and he got that swag, like, you feel me? And he got that swag. And then Refuse, like, I done seen him a couple times. We been at a few events, and I'm seeing him like, he got that swag too. But what I was thinking, like, man, and a lot of people always say this, but and a lot of people gonna tap in and talk about me when I say this, but I was saying like, man, these dudes is from the west side, man. Like we don't got nothing on the east side, like, you feel me? So I was saying like, man, they got everything is on the west side. How can I create a platform for the east side and bring us all together and merge? Because nobody really doing nothing for LA, really in a media type game, but them. You got other people that I could shout out and say, but they not really from our way, bro. And that was like, wow. Why we can't create our own platforms? So that's like my story time on how I came up with it. Went from the pen game banging to I started writing books, until just how I became like with my YouTube channel, man. You know, it ain't all the extra out stuff, but it just gives some people some game, some motivation. Hopefully I motivate y'all, you feel me, like to get out there and do it yourself, man. I got these lights on. Y'all see the film studio, I got these lights on. I'm sweating, it's hot, it's summertime in Cali, man. So y'all be safe out here, man. People is really dying, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all living for y'all families out here, man. If every summer in California and LA, people die, man. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000, like, and it's part of my story time too. Story is, if we could just stop one person, man, and tell them, look, man, we don't gotta, if you the shooter, man, don't shoot this year, man. Let it go. Go get the bag. Pass that on, and let's see how good this summer go by. But until then, man, it's my story time. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out, like I said, to DJ Go. Shout out to Refuse Media. Shout out to everybody that's doing it. You feel on the YouTube thing. Shout out to all the authors that's right. Just shout out to anybody that's doing anything positive, man. Salute, man. Tap in. Y'all know what it is. Terry Rolling TV, the hearts of the streets.